Welcome to Space Quiz. In today's challenge, you'll face 30 questions about movies based on real historical events, wars, and famous figures. Are you ready to test your memory and cinema knowledge? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your score in the comments. What musical is based on the life of Alexander Hamilton? Hamilton, Les Miserables, or Rent? Hamilton. Hamilton uses hip-hop to tell the story of a founding father. What historical tragedy is central to the film Hotel Rwanda? Genocide, civil war, or earthquake? Genocide. The film portrays the 1994 Rwandan genocide. What film portrays a mathematician with schizophrenia? Good Will Hunting, The Imitation Game, or A Beautiful Mind? A Beautiful Mind. It tells the life of John Nash, who won a Nobel Prize. Who directed the film Dunkirk? Steven Spielberg, Ridley Scott, or Christopher Nolan? Christopher Nolan. Dunkirk depicts the World War II evacuation from a French beach. What historical event is central in Selma? Civil rights marches, Vietnam War, or Hurricane Katrina? Civil rights marches. The film shows Martin Luther King's 1965 march in Alabama. What series tells the story of British spies during World War II? The Americans, The Bletchley Circle, or Peaky Blinders? The Bletchley Circle. It follows women codebreakers who helped Britain in the war. What animated film is based on ancient Chinese legends? Moana, Raya, or Mulan? Mulan. Mulan is inspired by a legendary Chinese female warrior. What 2022 film portrays the life of Empress Elizabeth of Austria? Corsage, The Empress, or Sisai? Corsage. Corsage shows a fictional and melancholic version of her later years. Which series is about the Medici family in Renaissance Italy? Medici, the Borgias, or Rome? Medici. Medici explores the family's influence on politics and art. What historical film stars Mel Gibson as William Wallace? Braveheart, Gladiator, or The Patriot? Braveheart. It tells the story of the Scottish fight for independence. What Netflix drama is based on real events in the fashion world? Halston, The Crown, or Glow? Halston. It tells the rise and fall of the designer Halston in the 1970s. What Disney film is set during the American Revolution? Pocahontas 2, Johnny Tremaine, or National Treasure? Johnny Tremaine. It's a 1957 live-action film about a young revolutionary. What actor plays Churchill in the film Darkest Hour? Gary Oldman, Colin Firth, or Anthony Hopkins? Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman won an Oscar for his portrayal of Winston Churchill. What film tells the story of the abolitionist William Wilberforce? Amazing Grace, Glory, or Harriet? Amazing Grace. It follows Wilberforce's campaign to end the slave trade. What film is about the Watergate scandal? JFK, All the President's Men, or Vice? All the President's Men. It follows journalists who investigated the scandal. Who plays Queen Charlotte in the spin-off Queen Charlotte? India Amartifio, Golda Rosheuvel, or Adjoa Andoh? India Amartifio. India Amartifio plays the young Queen Charlotte. What 2017 film tells the story of the evacuation of Dunkirk? Midway, Dunkirk, or 1917? Dunkirk. Dunkirk portrays the World War II evacuation from France. What series shows Queen Elizabeth's relationship with Margaret Thatcher? The Queen, The Crown, or Victoria? The Crown. The Crown explores their political tensions in the 1980s. What war is the backdrop of the film The English Patient? World War I, World War II, or Korean War? World War II. The story takes place in North Africa during World War II. What film tells the story of Malcolm X? Selma, Malcolm X, or The Butler? Malcolm X. Directed by Spike Lee, starring Denzel Washington. What war is shown in the movie The Patriot? American Civil War, American Revolution, or War of 1812? American Revolution. The Patriot is set during the fight for American independence. What famous leader is portrayed in the film Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom? Martin Luther King Jr., Barack Obama, or Nelson Mandela? Nelson Mandela. The film is based on Mandela's autobiography. What 2021 film tells the story of the Williams sisters' rise in tennis? Serena, King Richard, or Love Game? King Richard. Will Smith plays their father, Richard Williams. What series is based on Anne Boleyn's downfall? The Crown, Anne Boleyn, or Reign? Anne Boleyn. Anne Boleyn is a psychological drama based on her final days. What musical is about the French Revolution? Les Miserables, Moulin Rouge, or The Phantom of the Opera? Les Miserables. Though fictional, it is set during revolutionary France. What film shows the 1969 Apollo moon landing? First Man, Gravity, or Apollo 13? First Man. It portrays the mission of Neil Armstrong. What documentary explores the life of Aretha Franklin? Respect, Genius, Aretha, or Amazing Grace? Amazing Grace. It features footage of her live gospel performance in 1972. What 2004 film tells the story of Howard Hughes? The Aviator, Catch Me If You Can, or The Founder? The Aviator. Leonardo DiCaprio plays the eccentric billionaire and pilot. What character is central in the film Marie Antoinette, 2006? Catherine the Great, Marie Antoinette, or Josephine? Marie Antoinette. The film follows the Queen's early life and court life in Versailles. What 2019 film explores a murder mystery in a wealthy family? Knives Out, The Menu, or Gone Girl? Knives Out. Knives Out is a modern whodunit directed by Rian Johnson. Thanks for watching. Your support means a lot to us here at Space Quiz. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next quiz. Blue Heart.